Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and I'm just doing a quick follow-up here on Tempur Sealy. You can go to sleep holding this stock. This is one of our growth stocks, and we bought the stock here a couple weeks ago and didn't close it before earnings. And I'll be honest with you. Do you know why I didn't close it before earnings? Because we didn't really have a profit in it. I didn't close it before earnings because I forgot to. And I was just explaining to a member who asked me, well, so if we didn't, if we didn't really have much of a profit in it before earnings, how could we justify holding it? And I said, because I forgot to close the damn thing. So thank you very much. The point is, though, most of the time when you make a mistake, if you forget to sell something or forget to close a position before earnings or before some other key announcement that you know of, you can't know the unknowable, but you know when earnings are. Most of the time, that mistake is going to cost you money. At least that's been my experience if I forget. And I always have a good calendar, but this one I missed. But most of the time, it's going to cost you money. So in this case, I forgot. It's making me money, and so I'll take it. But I want to talk about the specific trade. So I suggested to our members that they close half of the position right before the close here. Don't take the whole thing off the table, because if you just take the whole thing off the table, if you're a very, very short-term trader, then sure, say thank you very much. I got an 11% move in a day. Lord knows I can't wait for tomorrow. Well, let's do it again. But that's typically not the case. If you're kind of a longer-term trend trader, as I am, then you have to look at this and say, well, I want to take it all off the table. I'm really, really afraid that a stock like this, after it jumps up, is going to pull back. I think the short interest was 5 or something like that, which isn't very high, so I don't look at this as a short squeeze. But still, this is the kind of move that you say, crap, I'm concerned about losing this profit, so I'm going to take it all off the table. But if you do that, I want you to think about it along these lines. If you do that, you're absolutely out of the stock. And so let's assume you're out of the stock right now. Okay. Would you buy this stock right now? Would you look at this chart and say, man, I'm going to buy me some Tempur here. I got to get this stock. I wouldn't, because it's too extended. And the reason I'm going through this analysis is this. Because you own the stock right now. You own it. And so if you sell it all, you're completely out of the trade. And the next move you make in Tempur is you should look at that as a brand new trade. You have to look at it as a brand new trade. And it's not a good thing to take a new entry on a stock like this. On the other hand, if you sell half of your position up here, you've taken a nice, if you bought it yesterday before the close, you got an 11% profit on it. But let's say you have about a 10% profit, which is, about what I think we had. So if you take a 10% profit on half of your position, that drops your cost basis down on the remaining position significantly. So you've got a really nice cushion on the rest of the trade. Even if you wind up closing the trade out, the remaining stock out at break even, you've still got a 5% profit on this stock, on this trade, which is actually not a bad, it's not a bad trade at all in this kind of choppy market. So that's the way I would have traded. That's the way I am trading this stock. That's exactly what I did, was took half off the table and I'm keeping the other half on. Because to do otherwise, to completely close out the trade, is the same thing as saying this is the top. This is the absolute top of the stock. It's not going another penny higher. Okay, I don't know that. And I'll tell you something. Look at the big volume spikes here on this chart. It's green. Okay, there's a red one here. Fine, I'll give you that. It's green, it's green, it's green, and it's not green, it's green. Like, it's really big here. So big volume here. This is a power move. And so I would not look at this stock and say it's done going up. I mean, would you short this stock? It's like jumping on top of a rocket after it's already been fired. So no, you wouldn't short this stock. But if we look at the weekly chart, this will kind of give you a better perspective. Okay, this stock has essentially been in a trading range. It's been a pretty wide trading range, but it has been in a trading range since 2015, and it's finally broken out. This is a real, frankly, it's like a real sloppy cup and handle. But when a stock trades for 4 years up and down, it can be sloppy. So when I look at this type of a move, I can see this stock easily running through $100 and just continuing to move. I mean, frankly, if it's up, say if this is a $40 depth in this base, it's about where this is. So you run this up here. I could see this stock going to 120, not overnight, maybe not even this year, but generally speaking, this is a stock that has finally broken out of a multi-year base. And it held the close today. It held the breakout, and most breakouts these days are failing. And I'm not going to go into detail here, though I know Scott McDermott, or McGregor, not McDermott, that's another buddy of mine. Scott McGregor is going over this tonight. The fundamentals are actually pretty good on this company too. So there's reason for traders to be buying this stock. And if you look at the way the squeeze has been working here, this was a really nice pinch and pop. Popped up, found some consolidation, and now it's moving higher. So the bottom line here is that, and then I'll let you go. You can't just sit here on an 11% gain in one day and just let your whole position ride. You kind of have to take a little bit off the table just for the sake of prudence. But there is a compelling reason to stay long the stock. And by the way, you're seeing this video tonight after the market closed on Thursday, or in the morning before the market opens on Friday. If Tempur is up tomorrow, then just hang on to the stock. Don't sell anything, but keep a stop on half of the position. So if the stock does pull back, you'll take a nice profit on half of your position. But very, very short-term trading, take half off the table. A longer-term trader, you definitely want to keep half and let this winner run, okay? All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next time.